tell you the tale. Everyone was left in the veil. My time won't come to an end. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around. And keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting. I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life, I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life, I'm fighting. The ash came burning down. No, you won't hear a sound. The screaming bottled within. Take a look around. And keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting for my life, so keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. And I'll be fighting.
Hello, it's me, it's DG, and we are back with another live stream, guys. I'm back, and okay, the live stream is working, but the thing is, can you guys hear me? You can. That is fantastic news for me. So yeah, we are back, and this time around we are streaming the Austrian Grand Prix sprint race, not the actual Grand Prix. It's never on a Saturday except for Las Vegas. But yeah, we are streaming the race, and yesterday we saw Max Verstappen take pole, which is, understandable because it's Max bloody Verstappen. But will the race pace tell a different story? We are about to find out. And well, yeah, the reason I might do a double stream today, but the thing is, qualifying should be interesting because sprint qualifying was meh. I don't know. So well, yeah. I hope it's interesting, but we'll get the race pace details as well in the sprint race, how the cars fare, and what can we expect tomorrow. So without further ado, you cannot actually see it, but let's jump in. By the way, guys, I've just watched here my favorite team as well, Mercedes, doesn't matter. Favorite, I've just not changed favorite drivers here. I've fucked that up, but so Lewis is struggling, Charles had a problem, Danny Rick is struggling, and Landon Norris, well, the guy is, I don't know, he's just focused on winning Drivers of the Day championship. I don't know why. Am I a bad luck or something? Because nothing on your screen right now is performing. The text aren't working, the drivers aren't working, the team isn't working, the streamer isn't working, the subscribe button is not working because many of you guys are not subscribed. So well, yeah, let's head to our timing screens. And here we are without any timing screens. That is funny enough, but just give me a minute, we'll get it done in no time. Here we are. So what I've tried to set up the multi-viewer to a good latency. I think 10 seconds of delay should be fine, but I don't know if that is actually working right now or not. But yeah, basically the formations lap underway, and I'm watching Mercedes holding their heads. I don't know why, the race hasn't even begun yet, but he's like, anyways, box mate, we are kicking you out basically. But yeah, so let me just turn on the desktop audio as Max Verstappen is making his way. By the way guys, I did get a hit, but don't worry. But the reason for my looks to be fucked up is because of my fucked up sleep schedule. I have a 4-month-old nephew living in my house, nay, living in my room. Well, yeah, I was gonna notice, but still trying to fix my hair. Verstappen's just pulled into his grid box, yeah, grid slot or box, whatever it is, and we are about to kick the sprint race off. Both McLarens behind Mr. Verstappen. Why is this 0 kilometers scenario? Listen to the tiny race radio.
Yeah, only thing so everything felt fine, but I think there was just a bit of pulling to the right.
Last car approaching, back of the grid now. See, Jos Verstappen. Oh, cameraman knew what he was doing. He just zoomed out from Jos Verstappen to Christian Horner. That the lights are about to come on. It's not the full Grand Prix. It's the 100 kilometers sprint race. So it's not your 72 laps. But the green flags is being waved, and what? Aborted start? What the fuck? Bro, I was so hyped up. Wait.
Light coming on further back in the grid, so no driver is waving their hands, so we'll get an extra formation lap and we go round again.
Oh dear, it's a short enough race as it is, isn't it? But I can't see anybody, as you say, nobody's waving, nobody's saying I've stalled. No yellow flags out. There are some yellow lights flashing there.
Is it Bottas? No, he gets away.
Even the medical car's away cleanly. That's strange. Maybe there's a bit of a glitch somewhere in the start mechanism.
Possibly. Well, they all...
What? So hyped up. I did try my best to just, hype it up. Use 8 gear if you can, 8 gear if you can. Not sure why that was a word. Can't they judge? The reason was the manual replace so weaving. But there are air magic is away. And magic is available. Magic button. The Mercedes thing they invented. But what's the issue here, bloods? Why was it even a button? Listen to the commentary.
Mechanics weren't coming out, so Albon has gone and we'll do a formation lap and we'll go to the back of the pits. Let's wait to hear from some team radio. We're going to get, I think it was a driver out of position.
Maybe that was because of Albon then not on the grid, but as you were saying, Harry, they reduce it by 1 lap. They have to, because obviously the cars are only fueled, and you still use fuel on a formation lap. You can't just, go around, trundle around. They'll be fueled so finely because you just don't want to carry any extra mass.
So we're hearing it. The reason might have been photographers standing behind the barriers at turn 1, posing a little bit of a safety risk. So that might have been the reason then as to why we had the aborted lap and we went round again. But already 2 formation laps.
Well, at least it's not the Grand Prix yet, isn't it? So that's good news. Should I hype this up once again? Well, 2 final cars are making their way, and hopefully no one peels into the wrong spot this time around. I mean, no one did, but still, don't want a 3rd formation lap, as once again the man with the green flag is here. It's the time for the Austrian sprint race. It's not your full Grand Prix. The lights aren't coming out just yet. Once again, the lights are coming on right now. It's a 100 kilometer sprint here in Austria, and the 5 lights are out. and we are underway. Verstappen gets a decent start, and so does the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. The two McLarens are going wheel to wheel into turn 1, and the Ferrari is been passed by the Mercedes. No, they were side by side for a while, but the two McLarens are busy fighting each other as they go towards turn 3 right now, and he does manage to get past. Was it who was on the inside? Oscar Piastri did get past. I mean, both the guys are wearing yellow helmets. I don't know, but here comes Ferrari of Carlos Sainz on George Russell, and going into turn 4, that is usually not a great place to go wheel to wheel, but they managed to do so, and Ferrari is past the Mercedes here. So for now, it's Verstappen from the two McLarens, from Sainz, Russell, Hamilton, and Hamilton is all over the back of George's Mercedes there. So, no, even Hamilton might pass him. What happened at the start? Why is George slow? I have no idea. I mean, I don't actually care. But McLaren shouldn't squabble. I mean, we saw this in 2022. Ferraris were busy squabbling. There is Albon, who actually started from the pit lane. And so far, here is your order for this race. It's Verstappen from 2 Red Bulls, then a Ferrari, then 2 Mercedes, then a Ferrari once again, then Sergio Perez. So it was Norris on the inside who defended his position, and right now they are racing. And remember, the DRS here, not just here, this season opens after just 1 lap. So all Norris has to do is stay within that 0.6 of a second to Verstappen. Well, it was a clean getaway. No one's ended up in gravel so far, and good start, except for the Mercedes guys, but good start is a good start. Oh, here is the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll, was it? Or Fernando Alonso? It was Fernando Alonso's Aston Martin, but he was ahead of the Alpine. No, my bad. So it was Lance Stroll getting past Ocon. Magnussen started 11th, is now up into 9th place. Ocon has been passed by the Aston Martin. I actually completely blanked out and I forgot who were the drivers who started after Charles or Magnussen in P11. Lando Norris has the fastest lap here on lap 3, so he will get DRS. And so far, 3 laps in, that McLaren is within touch of the Red Bull, as both McLarens may fight once again, but they do not realize or something. They're gonna end up losing time. Right, here comes Lando Norris with DRS open round the outside for turn 4. He thought of a move there, but Verstappen has got him covered. Verstappen has to go a bit wide. Lando takes the final line through that corner towards turn 6. They go right now. Short lap, 40% of the lap is in the DRS zone, so Norris has lots of opportunities to make move, but so far I'm trying to not jinx it, but the McLaren is keeping in touch with the Red Bull here. So tomorrow, doesn't matter what happens in qualifying, race day will decide the finishing order. Well, obviously I've had my Will Buxton moment here, but yeah, doesn't matter. 7 tenths between Verstappen and Lando Norris as they go out of turn 1. Right, we are on the rear wing of Max Verstappen. Lando Norris is gaining with his DRS. Will he go for a move on the inside? He gets incredibly close to the Red Bull. I felt that was like a switchback or something, but he just couldn't. Once again with the DRS, but this time around he's a lot more closer. Same thing, and once again Verstappen's got him covered off. It was a copycat move from lap 3 here on lap 4. Nothing's changed, and Verstappen's flashing his lights. That usually means he's recharging his DRS wherever he can, and he's using it through the corners. Does make sense. So Verstappen's using his battery to defend against the McLaren. Usually Red Bull are clear by this point. They're like 2 seconds clear by lap 5 or 6, but not this time around, as the gap once again is 7 tenths on the main straight. Verstappen's ERS lights are flashing as Lando makes a turn. Through turn 1 they go. DRS is now active and he's just crossed 300 kilometers an hour here. Can Norris make a move down the inside as he dives bomb? Lando Norris gets past Max Verstappen, but right now Lando Norris still has the DRS, so it's clear Lando Norris will get the lead, but Max Verstappen will still have the slipstream right now. Verstappen goes down the inside of Lando Norris, and Oscar Piastri has made a move on his teammate. The two McLarens are wheel to wheel towards turn 5. Verstappen's regained his lead, and Oscar Piastri has actually moved into second place, and he's just 2 tenths behind Max Verstappen. Where has that come from? I didn't expect Lando to make a dive bomb there, but he did. Verstappen, I expected him to get past with the slipstream and not. But Oscar Piastri has suddenly just moved up into second place. Lando Norris losing it out big time there. No team orders at McLaren, where it should be. Well, you're fighting Red Bull and Max bloody Verstappen. You know, just take it car by car. And right now, Lando Norris has the DRS on his teammate, and you know, Oscar does have DRS on Max as well. But yeah, for the last, excluding the last race, Oscar Piastri was the best qualifier on the grid. But I think Oscar Piastri has actually ruined McLaren's chances to get past around lap 9 or 10, because they had fresher tires or something. I didn't even check who was on what tires. So. But yeah, Piastri was nowhere close to making a move. I'm watching a replay as towards turn 3 they go. That's a reasonable gap, and he thought of a dive bomb. He did, then tried for a switchback. Max Verstappen did work, had to take a bit of evasive action, but didn't hamper him in the long run. Then Verstappen had the toe, tried to go for the outside with fake Norris, went down the inside, locked up a bit, but did manage to get to first place. And meanwhile, when Verstappen dived Norris, you know, obviously had to take a wider line, and Oscar Piastri was just, you know, I will get in. Towards turn 6, wheel to wheel, it's always difficult, especially when it's your teammate. And here he hangs quite good at the back of Verstappen. So even Oscar Piastri is being able to keep up with Red Bull, but Verstappen's radio here.
I'm flipping way too much.
Yeah, we'll sort it out, Max.
That means he's charging the battery up when he be charging the battery.
So does Verstappen face some kind of problem with the battery? Like, is it draining a bit quicker? Doesn't matter. Oscar Piastri should be able to get past that Red Bull, because if you've made a move on your teammate without any team orders, you should be able to get past the driver in front, because Norris was ahead of Verstappen for a while. And you know, if your teammate's doing well, why try and overtake him? Why try and hamper his chances to take the lead of the race? And Piastri has just dropped down to 9 tenths of a second. That is, you know, barely making the cutoff for the DRS, which is not good. McLaren swap the cars. Norris felt a lot quicker in those 5 or 6 laps. As once again towards turn 3, the two drivers go, and pause Russell wheel to wheel there. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. The 3 guys behind the top 3 are fighting right now. Russell has the DRS, tries to go around the outside for Sainz, and does manage to do so well before the braking zone. Well, not before the braking zone, just before the braking zone. And Russell regains his 4th place here in the Austrian sprint. And behind Sainz is right now the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, who is up into 6th place. I would dearly love to get into that 5th, and which I think is possible for Lewis to get. But what's the situation up top? You know, the gap's constant between 5 tenths and 9 tenths. That is actually disheartening to see Piastri make a move. Well, I'm over exaggerating it, definitely, but yeah, it just didn't make sense for Oscar Piastri to, you know, get past Lando Norris if he's not going to overtake Max Verstappen. And if he did not know that, he does now. Let's sprint. Let your teammate by. Sainz will have the DRS here, but it's the 2 Mercedes versus the 2 Ferraris. It's, you know, a checkered flag of those teams behind the top 3, and it's a DRS strain, it seems, because Russell is well ahead of Sainz. Sainz had the DRS, Hamilton had the DRS, and even Charles had the DRS. Did he not? Did he just barely miss it? I have no idea. But yeah. So if you actually look at the lap times, Norris is actually 6 tenths slower than Piastri, and Norris has dropped behind Piastri, I think, you know, because they were doing 3-4 tenths a lap. Now it's 6-7 tenths. Piastri is once again 0.904 seconds. He's on the main straight right now. It's the DRS, but Piastri, I think Piastri fucked up McLaren there, in my opinion. To be, you know, to be a bit blunt, to be a bit over dramatic, but should have just Norris and Verstappen, you know, fight it out. And maybe if one of them makes a mistake, you go through. And here, neither of them made any mistakes. They were just fighting. You just saw your opportunity and you took it. Well, you aren't, you know, making use of it right now. You're not getting past Max Verstappen. Matter of fact, you've dropped 1.2 seconds behind Max Verstappen, so you're out of the DRS zone as well. I'm just trying to see if I get any McLaren team radio here. I don't. The Max Verstappen radio must be, yeah, the gap 1.14 does not have DRS. Verstappen 1.1, and I know we think it's race sim 1, so I don't know what's that race sim. McLaren definitely have the race pace, and if they don't fuck things over, or if they don't, you know, fight it out between themselves, I think we should be able to get a decent race tomorrow. And for qualifying, I think max over 1 lap is good. Just generally, not just the car or the setup. It's just good generally. I wouldn't mind. Well, let's listen to the commentary. Meanwhile, I'm gonna drink some bottle of water.
Strategy for charging his battery. We did see it. You see the red rear lights flashing, the rain lights flashing when they're charging the battery to warn the driver behind that whilst the driver in front of you might be absolutely flat out, he'll start to slow down a bit because he's charging his battery. Obviously no brake lights or anything like that on these cars, so just a bit of a safety warning there, and it helps us understand when a driver is needing to charge the battery, and they can use it for attack and defence. But right now, having survived that brilliant lunge from Norris, that was a real surprise out of the blue, Verstappen's got it back under control.
Well, as we are now on lap 12 of 23, it's Verstappen who leads this race, Piastri and Norris behind. We're currently watching the battle.
There's 10 laps to go, and yeah, McLaren. Well, I don't know who's to blame here. On my screen, watching Max, it's the Haas, Aston Martin, and the two Alpines fighting. So it's actually Lance Stroll. So it goes from P9, 10, 11, and 12. The two Alpines are fighting it out. One of them has a contract for next year, and one of them doesn't. The lead Alpine does have a contract. Raise a mask. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the live stream. Don't know what to expect. Do I find any video calls here? What's the formation? Don't know why. What's it just for the photographers? Doesn't make sense, does it? But yeah, let's listen to the commentary one more.
To cool down the front brakes and managing all of that is why he's ended up losing that position.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, as I was saying, you've got 3 heavy braking zones here. Turn 1, turn 2 doesn't exist. That's a kink. And up the hill to turn 3, and then at the back straight, and another heavy braking zone into turn 4. This is a tall order for the brake cooling, especially with a bit of altitude thrown in at 700 meters.
And I would love to get a little insight into the team radio messages right now going on between the two Alpine drivers pushing.
Do we have Alpine team radio? We don't have Oscars. Does it matter? do we have any of the Alpine team radios? This is older ones. We'll have a listen to
Okay,
us
so I'm
for now.
happy to do another 20 metres into turn 3, same as Pierre, should help the rears.
विश्वास सच्ची मेरे को देखना है थैंक यू पर फिल्म देखने में मजा आती है एक्चुअली cars going 300 kilometers an hour and just this much space between them.
Continue to do battle. Let's head down to the pits. Ted, what have you got for us?
Yeah, but a bit further up the road, I've had confirmation from McLaren that there's a bit of tyre management going on between their drivers. But Piastri maybe is doing a bit too much. He's lost about a second over the last 2 laps, maybe a bit more. And now Lando is charging up to the back of.
I've just seen Lando is just 5 tenths behind his teammate. Well, for tomorrow, I hope Lando outqualifies Piastri because in today's sprint race, he's just held him up. Norris looked faster from the onset and he is faster on this lap as well. I expect Lando to get past his teammate around this lap. The DRS is wide open here on lap 15, is it not? It is. Does he make a move on the inside? He does not. Oh, excuse me. Oh, bless. पिंक नहीं होता यार होना तो चाहिए पिंकी but yeah. Let's have a listen to the commentary as well.
Hamilton's sick.
I'll be right
Those
back.
3 embroiled in a nice battle.
I'll be back in a moment or two. Racism. देखो कुछ भी racism guys निकाल नहीं सकता मैं एक्चुअली अभी बट यहाँ पे पास भी नहीं लाता पता चला कुछ कीड़ा टूटा फूटा बट racism कोई तो zoom करके देख लो razor mark is racist. Well, the McLarens are still fighting, and well, by the looks of it, we will end the race on this order. Russell will not be overtaken by Sainz, even though there's just 8 tenths. I think it's got covered. Danny Rick's replay, let's go. What happened? Danny Rick on the Williams of Logan Sargent. DRS, well, Danny Rick is the last of the late breakers, and when Sargent finds out why, gets passed round the outside. So the same move Norris can pull off on Verstappen for 2 laps running. Danny Rick did on a Williams. Here we go, lap 17 out of 23. It's just 7 laps to go. Can the 2 McLarens switch places? I have no idea. I mean, there are no team orders here. But we were having an exciting race just until whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop. It's 2 tons between them. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if both cars finish 2-3 or 2-3. Either ways, it's going to be same amount of points. No one's fighting for the drivers' championship. Everyone's fighting for the constructors. But perhaps if Piastri didn't make that move, or if Piastri didn't get past Lando Norris, maybe we'll have a bit of racing action against Norris and Verstappen. It doesn't matter. Short stream this, I guess. Just 30 minutes in. Well, it's supposed to be 40 minutes, right? Sprint race, 45 minutes. because it's just 6 laps to go, and if I consider 15, so 4 laps is 1 minute, and then 6 minutes from this. So roughly we have 7.5 minutes to go, and it's been 30 minutes since the race began. Actually not, it's been 30 minutes since the stream began, so the race is actually slower, not slower, but quicker than I expected it to be, which turns out doesn't work, because I've just lost all my hopes to commentate on this thing. Mate, Oscar, you've ruined it. Not just for your team or your teammate or for racing, you've ruined it for me as well. No, there's nothing to commentate on. It's just DRS trains going on right now. Everyone has DRS. Russell does not, Sainz does not, Hamilton does, Leclerc does not, Perez does not. Well, not everyone has DRS, but places from 10, 11, 12, they do. 2, 3, they do. And if it wasn't for Piastri once again, even 1 and 2 would do. But yeah, Lando, just send it. Just take Oscar Piastri out of this race. He just ended up ruining yours. The first lap or the second, no, the third and the fourth lap where that was when Lando tried to go around the outside, but actually the first lap where Russell and Carlos, they were alongside into turn 4, you know, I didn't expect, but I just hope for, you know, either of them to end up in the gravel, because it's the norm. It just feels wrong if it doesn't happen. If a car's going wheel to wheel through turn 4, I expect them to clash, or you know, just shout at the radio or something, this car is not giving me space. Well, give me some space as well. I just expect that, and right now you can actually rewatch my entire stream and just watch the sanity levels just drop down, like Mercedes is downfall started actually in 2022. But yeah, I've become insane, the destroyer of, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know where that comes from. Well, we'll listen to the commentary once again.
Weeks actually trying to fight his teammate, who is looking to bounce back after a poor weekend of performance out in Barcelona. So far, Piastri seems to have found his mojo again.
Yeah, Piastri, he's defended this incredibly well with his teammate with DRS behind him.
Well, big news. The goal in F1 is to not defend against your teammate, it's to attack the leading car. And the leading car was Max Verstappen, and mate, you had the DRS. How'd you fell off? How? I just don't want this nonsense for tomorrow. I just want to see an all-out battle for the lead of the race. Fuck's sake. Why am I so sleepy? Maybe because I went to bed at 4 and woke up at 7, but fuck. Fuck me. This is not the stream, is it? Is Lando gaining time on Russell? Is just 1.5 times slower than... Oh, sorry. Is Russell gaining time on Lando? It's just 1.5 times slower than the McLaren, which again is a very good news. Look, a big of flex. So I mean, Mewing, let's go, Mewing. I wish मेरे पास लंबे बाल होते, मैं मस्त ऐसे करता, ऐसे करता जुल्फे उड़ाता मैं बट उड़े बड़ा रहो बाल बड़ा रहो in process. 1 lap to go. Verstappen's 5 second clear. How is that? Piastri might ruin it. You ruined it for everyone. I just ruined my stream as well. Oh fuck me. Verstappen is running off the final corner to begin lap numero. Well, I don't know how to say 23 in Spanish yet, but I can count till 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, lo siento. Me forgoto. Don't know how. This is the last lap of the race. Lando Norris, you've got to get past your teammate, and Lando has had a poor entry going into that corner. Also, Piastri had a great exit compared to that. So, forcing drive off the track. And noted, I didn't actually focus. I was busy flexing my jawline. No, my Spanish, not jawline. It was during the jawline moment. Here we are, turn 6. Right now, Verstappen's making his way towards turn 9, if I'm not wrong. Yes, he is, as it is going to be Max Verstappen who is about to reach turn 10, well, realistically turn 7. 3 corners are taken flat out. Each sleep, Max Verstappen win repeat. Verstappen takes the win here in Austria for the sprint race. Oscar Piastri does well against his teammate but does poorly as P2 takes P2, and Lando Norris, who was actually challenging Max Verstappen and had actually gotten past him, finishes P3. So McLaren definitely have a good race pace. They just need to sort it out amongst themselves. I think Mercedes are a bit of a surprise because in the end, on the last lap, Russell was actually faster than both the McLarens. Interesting, definitely. Let's listen to that.
Spicy, but good result.
Yeah, that was very spicy on the first couple of laps, but well done. Very, very good pace and well managed.
Yeah, Lando very much mugged him, didn't he, up at turn 3, but Max put that straight immediately. But once again then, Norris outscoring Leclerc in the championship, and McLaren outscoring Ferrari in that fight for second in the Constructors' Championship. What I think is imminently going to become a fight.
HD bro. Of course bro, तेरा jawline is definitely better. Model लोगों का तो better होता ही है. नींद आ रही है अभी. 3 घंटे की नींद is definitely not enough. I don't know how people work with 4 hours sleep. I can't. I'm about to head off right now. But yeah.
Bold brand.
Max
Red Bull will be
Verstappen is your sprint race winner, and I do feel for them. For Lando, do we have their post race radios? We do. Let's listen to Oscar Piastri.
Turn 6, manage snaps. Turn 6, manage snaps. Turn 6, manage snaps.
So we were just being told to manage snaps at turn 6. We might have to take a look at that. Lando.
Minor, ACF button press, and we've had our second strike, again, turn 1.
Turn 1 is pretty easy to run wide there. Definitely a lot easy to go wide and just lose your track time. If I asked you, it's turn 3 incident involving cars to Winston Hulkenberg, and Ferdinand Alonso will be investigated after the sprint, forcing another driver off the track. Well, it doesn't matter if you get a 10 second time penalty because no points are being awarded there. I am still in support of the 20 place 20 point system. कुछ नहीं चल रहा ब्रो रुको ब्रो तेरे को जूम करने की जरूरत नहीं है अभी ये ले कर दिया बड़ा फेस कैम बड़ा कर दिया मुझे बोलना था बस क्या नो नीड टू जूम नाउ Oh, so yeah, I locked up post along the line, understandably. Don't think there will be any penalties, and even if there are, it doesn't matter. George's video,
And recommend beaming 3 only to turn 3.
This is technical terms, any post-race radios.
Yeah, there's no pace. Yeah, it didn't seem to reward us. Everyone just converged onto our pace. Hold on, nice bag of points. And we'll go again this afternoon.
Guys, the microphone is good.
I mean, a good race between us, especially with Max at the beginning, was good fun. Yeah, probably some things I definitely should have done a bit better in my battle, but I understand that, and the pace of the car was very strong, especially the end of the race.
The sprint race doesn't just quite hit like the actual Grand Prix. Even the post-conference interviews, every driver is like, yeah, bro, I had my battle, I lost. I look so ugly, but doesn't matter. It's all good.
Like they were fair to race, and yeah, it was just two different.
There's no point in listening to the radio conversations. We had a decent race pace, and we can definitely catch up to Max. Max will say, oh, it was definitely close there, but I guess, we'll have a great fight. We go again to the afternoon, just like Oscar Piastri said. Then for the race, he'll say like, oh, yeah, we go again tomorrow, and, points are awarded on Sunday, not on Saturday, so he'll just be like, I've just basically given you guys the post-race interviews from the top 3 drivers, but what's interesting here is Russell's last lap was actually a 1:10.1, and meanwhile both McLarens did 1:10.5-ish, they were close to that, so 4 tenths of a second quicker than the McLarens. That was definitely interesting. I get Norris to be held up by his teammate, but yeah, कौन जीता? What's one on the top? वर मतलब उसका नाम है मैक्स वर्स्टैपन VRST वाला. This is Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, George Russell, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, Kevin Magnussen. उसके जैसा. तो अभी का जो रेस था ना, वो बस एक 100 किलोमीटर का छोटा रेस था, मिनी रेस, जो हर वीकेंड को नहीं रहता है, बट मस्ती फन के लिए उन्होंने ऐड कर दिया है बीच बीच में 6 रेसेस. 24 में से 6 वीकेंड्स को स्प्रिंट रेस होगा. तो यहाँ पे ऐसे पॉइंट मिलेंगे 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, इधर से 0. अभी शाम को 8:30 बजे अपना लोकल टाइम वहाँ पे एक्चुअल क्वालिफाइंग होगा, जो जिसमें सबसे फास्टेस्ट जो होगा एक लैप में, वो सबसे आगे स्टार्ट करेगा कल की रेस. एंड कल की रेस विल बी द बिग रेस, 2 घंटे वाली, 1.5 घंटे वाली, जिसमें बहुत बड़े पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं, लाइक 25, 18, 16, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, something. 10 वाले को 1 पॉइंट मिलता है, टॉप वाले को 25. But yeah, so I guess that is it. शाम को will definitely stream, and the thing is, बस black क्यों हुआ? black क्यों हुआ? This is South Africa वाला show. ये स्ट्रीम लाइव पे अपडेट ही नहीं हो रहा है जल्दी. Like look, oh wait, शाम को ये मैच है 8 बजे, and qualifying is from 7:30 to 8:30. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we have to win it this time around, guys. Team India has to pick up a win here. For this man, and for this man. He hasn't been performing well in the tournament, but yeah, hopefully he's right, saving it for the finals, I guess. Definitely interesting, and we have an exciting weekend. Definitely, we have an exciting weekend to look for. But tonight's going to be one hell of a night, or one fucked up night if we lose. But yeah, I guess that is it for this stream. विराट खेलेगा, जिंक्स नहीं कर रहा. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा, मेरा जिंक्स हो जाता है. मतलब करना नहीं है तो भी हो जाता है. टच वुड, एक्चुअली वुड को टच करता हूँ. दिख रहा है क्या? ये एक्चुअली वुड है इसके नीचे. टचिंग वुड. Verstappen will play. विराट कोहली will play. बस पहले बॉलिंग आनी चाहिए. I'll be happier. टॉस जीतो, बॉलिंग लो, चेस करो. मस्त स्ट्रीम मेरा भी होगा. अच्छा स्ट्रीम भी हो जाएगा, मैच भी हो जाएगी, जीत भी जाएंगे. But guys, I guess that is it for this live stream. It's been 45 minutes, and thank you so much for anyone who tuned in, especially Razor Mars. Thank you so much for tuning in. But I guess we have to end it. मस्त सोऊंगा. 7:30 बजे उठूंगा डायरेक्ट टॉस के बाद. टॉस देख के सीधा लाइव स्ट्रीम. नो 7 बजे उठना पड़ेगा बस. 7:30 बजे स्ट्रीम में नो होबो. Thank you so much for watching. It's been good. Verstappen win place. I still blame Oscar Piastri for the McLaren loss. Maybe Lando would have fell off as well, but I still blame Lando. I still blame Oscar Piastri. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have enjoyed it for whatsoever reason, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, press the bell icon so you don't miss another live stream or an upload. FIFA videos will come soon. There has been a delay to that because of my mic issues. As you can guess, this mic is not good. But yeah, the Euros aren't over yet. But tonight will be a great night. Qualifying for the Austrian Grand Prix, and then the World Cup finals, the World T20 finals. Chokers of the decade versus generational chokers. We have South Africa against India. It's going to be an exciting one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been lovely. It's your boy DG signing out, and adios, amigos.
Head down the highway side, cold wind, but it feels right. With you, I'm heavy breathing. Feels like I'm lucid dreaming. I'm not you.